shot a few videos. I kind of wanted to shoot something where you guys can get to know a little bit more about me. So I decided to do a getting to know you tag mixed with like a TMI tag, because the getting to know you questions are kind of lame and you don't really know someone by like where they live or their first and last name. So I decided to dig a little deeper and pick out my favorite questions, and I'll be answering them for you. Okay, here we go. I have them written down in front of me. I'm like a pen and paper type of girl. So first question is favorite drink. My favorite drink is a green tea latte from Starbucks, hot or cold. But if it's cold, it's gotta be shaken or blended. Are you like your zodiac sign suggests that you should be? So I'm a Virgo, and yes, I am like my zodiac sign suggests that I should be. Also my moon and rising sign definitely come into play, but to keep that a shorter answer, yeah, I am like a Virgo. I like things neat and organized, and I mean, I think pretty much like fussy, like everything that goes along with being a Virgo right here. Ooh, do you hate anyone right now? No. I don't hate anyone right now. I'm sure there's people that may or may not hate me, but I don't personally hate anyone now. Or really, have I ever hated someone? Maybe that's not true. I definitely hated someone, but it passes. I'm a pretty forgiving type of person, and I don't like to hold grudges. So no, I don't hate anyone right now. Is the last time you insulted someone? Oh my god. I don't try to insult people usually, like not like a Mother Teresa or anything, but I just feel like I'm nervous of the backlash of that more so than I don't want to insult someone. But intentionally, because definitely unintentionally many times, but intentionally, I think there was one time Giselle was driving, and this girl, like Giselle made a mistake. Like, you know, you're driving, obviously everyone makes mistakes here and there, and so you know, Giselle did something wrong, I don't remember what, and she gave the hand, like, you know, the universal hand, like, I'm sorry, you know, I hope I was forgiven, my bad. But the girl didn't get the memo that that's the universal hand, and so she started cursing us out and calling us lesbians. Like, being a lesbian was not an insult, like, okay. So then we were just like, okay. And then I started yelling out the window back at her, because I get very protective of Giselle, because she is the nicest person next to my mother. She's both the nicest people in the world. So when someone just does something like that, it just gets under my skin. Whatever, I started yelling back and insulting her. I'm not gonna go into what I say, because I don't feel good about insulting her. I don't feel good about what I said. But yeah, I insulted her. What is the biggest fear that you've overcome? I'm a very fearful girl. I have a lot of fears. I'm not adventurous, not at all. But one time, my husband, which I have to get used to saying because it's kind of like, I don't know, it sounds like my husband, I don't know, whatever. It's probably just in my head. But my husband and I went on vacation before we were married to Orlando, which is a really nice trip. But there was this ride, and I hope that I can find the clip and insert the clip here. But basically, it's like a crane. It takes you from one side, like, I don't know, 100 feet? I don't know measurements, but very high. And I know measurements, but I'm not sure how to gauge 100 feet, whatever. So very high, and then it just drops you, like, shoo, on a little string. want to do it. And honestly, it was terrifying. I don't feel like I got a whole lot out of that, but it was something that I did and a fear that I overcame. Would I do it again? No, but I'm glad that I did it that time and that it's on video, so I don't have to do it again. I really like this question. It's a favorite fictional couple. I like it just because I love fictional couples, but I really didn't take the time to think of my answer, honestly. So I figure I just wing it. I guess, you know, Clarence and Alabama from True Romance. They're really high up there. Celine and Jesse from Before Sunrise. I love that movie. And oh, and like Rose and Jack from Titanic. Like, there's a lot. So this question is Aiden or Big? Okay. A lot of backlash probably, but I'm gonna say Aiden, 100%. I'm gonna say Aiden after the makeover. Aiden after the makeover. Yeah. Ross or Rachel for Joey? Ross or Rachel? No, it's not. I think it's supposed to be Ross or Joe or okay, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Ross or Joey for Rachel. And the answer to that is Joey. Joey. I never liked Ross and Rachel. Never. I don't feel like they were ever a healthy couple. They always had some issue. Never blissful times. Do you save old greeting cards and letters or throw them away? Yeah, I save every single one. Not in like a hoardy way. I keep them in a specific spot altogether. But yeah, even from, I have cards from like my baptism. I don't know how I kept them, but I have them. So I keep them. I just feel like if someone took the time to write me a letter and buy me a card, $7 card, I'm gonna keep it. Next question is Titanic or The Notebook? Titanic. How many times have I peed in public? You know, more than you would think. More than you would think I've had to pee in public. But most recently, twice. In the past 6 months, twice in public. And one of them was when we had our trip to Iceland. It was we were driving from one side to the other, and it was like a 5-hour drive, and there were no bathrooms. I don't want to say there were no bathrooms. There was a bathroom that we passed that I didn't choose to use at that time. But then of course when we passed it, we're like an hour past it, then I'm really have to go now. Because I thought, oh, there's one, there's gotta be another. No, there was no other. So if you've ever been to Iceland, there's like moss on the side of the road. So we basically had to pull over, moss on the side of the road. I had to hold my arms as I dangled the rest of my squatted body off the road and just peed right there. And like a few days ago, we had gone on a hike, and I had to pee in the woods. The same technique. One, a comedy movie or a horror movie? Horror. Yeah. I just feel like for not everyone, I guess, you really have to be in the mood for a comedy. I'm not always in the mood for a comedy, but I'm always in the mood to be scared. But not by a real threat. Are you a romantic person? What's the most romantic thing you've ever done? Yes, I'm a romantic person. I'm not the most romantic person, but I'm a romantic person. And one time, this is not going to start off romantic, but one time I got in a fight with my boyfriend, and you know, I messed up. Not like messed up, but like I was a jerk. I wasn't nice that day. So I we had a little balcony. I prepared this whole thing. I put little lanterns, I had a bottle of wine, and then after we've been fighting and he came home, I was like, I just had something to show you. And then I took him out there and it was all set up. So he couldn't stay mad. But then opening the bottle of wine, he accidentally broke the entire bottle all over the kitchen. So yeah, I mean, okay, so Giselle put this question in, and my answer, she also, like, I said, I don't know this, you know, like, I'm not sure of what the answer would be. And then she reminded me of the situation. So I'm like, yeah, that was really terrible. Okay, so the question is, has your worst nightmare ever become a reality? Yes, not my worst nightmare, because I have really horrible nightmares. Every time I dream, it's usually a nightmare. Any dream that I have. That's why I hate to dream. I like to just sleep through the night and not remember anything in the morning, because I have really, really terrible nightmares anytime I will dream. So that tangent is done. Back to this. Yeah, so it's a funny story. Okay, this was the time when, back in the day, when there was like prepaid cell phones. We're going really way back. And I was in high school and my friend was dating this guy. I'll just say his name. His name is Jonathan. He knows the story and he like whatever. So he, so basically, I guess we had a fight and I really didn't like him in that moment. So I was really talking shit when, and my phone, my prepaid phone, I guess accidentally called him, but I didn't realize until all my minutes were gone. I was like, how are all my minutes gone? Then the next day, his parents would give us a ride to the train station, and he goes, so, Jamie, I'm an asshole? And I was like, what? And he was like, your phone called and what you were saying recorded on my answering machine, but not his like cell phone, his like house phone. And the whole thing was recorded on his answering machine, and his whole family listened to me talk about what an asshole he was. Yeah, that was a nightmare. Okay, well, that's it. That's my getting to know you TMI / Giselle's random questions tag. I was like, quiz? No, that's not right. Tag. And thank you guys so much for watching, and like and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.